I'm a film professor, and I'm counting down my top 12 films of the year for anyone who cares about democracy and culture. These movies are tools for staying sharp and joyful, and this one is number 12. Follow along to see which one tops the list.
I have been waiting for a film that thinks deeply and intelligently about how Americans have come to live in separate bubbles of reality, and the film I'm about to talk about today is it. Today, I'm talking about Sovereign. Sovereign is based on a true story and centers on a fatal interaction that took place in 2010. It follows two pairs of fathers and sons. The central pair are Jerry and Joe Kane, played brilliantly by Nick Offerman and Jacob Tremblay, who are part of the Sovereign Citizen movement, a real right-wing, anti-government, faux legal philosophy. This worldview, particularly as interpreted by Jerry Kane, is paranoid and legitimates violence in the service of personal freedom. We watch as a son who loves his dad, but yearns on some level for a more normal teenagerhood, is drawn deeper and deeper into his father's world. As the writer and director, Christian Swiegel, has talked transparently about how this film is about empathy. As such, it shows us nuance on both sides. By following not only Jerry and Joe Kane, but also a father and son who are police officers who aren't perfect, but aren't villains either. The film is able to shift the burden of scrutiny to failing systems and to show the tragedy that comes when people start operating from places of fear and control rather than connection and compassion. This film thinks deeply about what radicalizes people. In my film class, I like to teach a famous political essay from the 1960s by Richard Hofstadter called The Paranoid Style in American Politics. That essay and the subsequent work it generated have helped us to understand that paranoia arises partially out of the near impossibility of grasping the complex web of factors that cause misery in our lives, and our desire to have a neat story to enact in which we can be the hero and feel smart. This film understands that, and it has empathy for the fact that people will buy nearly anything said with confidence if they're desperate, and it soothes their fear and promises an end to their pain. The decision to cast Nick Offerman in the part of Jerry Kane was brilliant. It gets lost in the role. His acting is incredible, but his indelible charisma and likability serve this role so well. We can see how easily people are taken in by him and his ideas. In an interview, the screenwriter has stated that he wanted to take a hard look at what happens when the social safety net is the criminal justice system. As such, this film wants us to take a look at how unforgiving our systems can be. With social services being currently burned to the ground, this is becoming even more relevant. Ultimately, this film is a call for us to examine how America's hyper-individualistic society does a disservice to all of us, and a call to remember the principles of compassionate community.